circumstances I can talk about. But I continue to move on. Everybody gets knocked down. No matter how tough you think you are, you're going to fall. And when you fall, sometimes you fall real hard. But that ground is a hard surface. And I'm going to tell you something. It ain't going to move because you land on it. So you need to rise up and you need to rise above it and you need to start moving. When you get knocked down, how long are you going to stay down? When you lose your job, when you lose that loved one, regardless if it's your husband, your wife, your child, whatever it is, do you have the ability to go through the hurt and the pain of that loss? Regardless of what you're going through, the best time you know that you are strong is when you're at the weakest point of your life. When you are so far down that hole, you looking up and you don't see no light, but yet into this darkness, that's when you'll find out just how strong you really are. This is a process, and you have to hurt just a little bit so you can understand what it means to be strong. So don't give up on your hopes. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're most welcome again to today's meeting.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think we don't have as much people on board, so we'll just use a few more minutes to watch a company profile video as we welcome the guests to join us. And be on board very soon. Thank you very much.
Over the past 30 years, Longridge has been following its business philosophy of better life, better future, and has received numerous prestigious awards. Longridge aspires to globalize its network marketing cause easily, simply, and reliably. Under the leadership of Mr. Xu Zhiwei, Longridge has achieved crowning glory and roaring success over the past 30 years, which received a number of awards, namely the International Functional Food Industry Achievement Award, Top 100 of Asian Brands Growth, the most potential enterprises of China's direct selling during 20 years, Gold Reputation in Asia Pacific Annual Green Enterprise, China's most cooperation valuable entrepreneurial platform, Asia Pacific's best entrepreneurial platform. Currently, Longridge has evolved into a significant force to be reckoned with in global health and beauty industry. We have a top research institutions. We aspire to be a leading total solution provider. Longridge has promoted the first domestic 4.0 project with German Machinery and Equipment Manufacturing Association. Longridge have over 100 categories of products under our proprietary brands. Personal care, health and fitness appliances, beauty products, dietary supplements, skincare. We have extended our reach across the globe and have established branch offices and agencies in over 30 countries. We strive to be one of top 10 network marketing companies worldwide. Long Ridge car and travel incentives are on offer to its outstanding distributors worldwide. So far, over 5,000 distributors have received such incentive awards. An equal and equitable business opportunity for everyone. Proactive approach to self-actualization, a gateway to health and wealth. Blissful and grateful. Join forces for a better future.
All right, okay. Hello once again. Can everyone hear me? So, good evening once again. You're very welcome to today's meeting once again. Today is day 5 of our presentation, our weekly training program, intensive training program. And as you already know, I was your co-host for yesterday's program. Today, I'm going to be again a co-host for the program. So before we start, as usual, I'd like to bring on board the host who is going to chair the whole program, the whole meeting for today. Today's meeting is going to be about business opportunities. Business opportunities. What do you have to look forward to as you have joined this business? Once you join Longreach, you become a potential entrepreneur. You become a business owner. You start to own your own business within the business. So what are the opportunities? What are some of the things that you should look forward to? What are some of the things that you're going to enjoy? What are some of the benefits that you're going to derive once you become a member, once you're a partner of this business? So without wasting much time, I would like to invite on board the host for tonight. He is a lecturer, a senior lecturer at the University of Education, Winneba, Department of Special Education to be precise. He's also an audiologist at the Center for Hearing and Speech Services in Winneba, South Campus. He is a father to 3 amazing children, of which I am a proud member of one. I mean, I am one of them. So I am very proud to have such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful daddy. He is actually the reason why I am here being a co-host for today's program. So I am very grateful to be one of his own. He is also a partner, a Diamond 2 achiever, and he is going to chair today's meeting, and he's going to take us through the processes or the tips, everything that you need to know as a long-range business partner. So without further ado, I'd like to invite on board Dr. Nyadu Offei. So please let's welcome him on board. Would we like to shake our alkaline cows? Do we have them ready? Over to you, doctor. Over to you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, and good evening to you all. It's my pleasure to be around here to share the few thoughts I know about business. I've never been a businessman, but there's always a first time. And once you're able to get through, then you also want to share with other people at least the goodies that you have. So by having association with Long Range, I consider myself as having some opportunity to get some goodies, and it's always good to share what we have. So by way of introduction, well, it is said that once a teacher, always a teacher. Normally when we're going to teach, we have icebreakers. So we'll have a bit of an icebreaker. Then I'll give a brief profile of myself. Then today actually is not going to be a very lengthy lecture. I'm going to give my perspective about what I think about businesses with specific reference to Long Reach, which has become my choice. And then I'll give some tidbits, a few things by way of advice on how to build a business. Now, a brief profile of myself. I'm a teacher by profession, a trained teacher. Then gradually, I had a chance to enter the university where I did my Master of Philosophy at the University of Cape Coast. Then I went to London to do the Master of Science in Audiological Sciences. So I practiced that as a profession also in the same university. Then I did my PhD in audiology in Cologne, Germany. Someone who hears this profile must think that this is a rich person speaking. I beg to differ that this is just a perception. Because for years, it has been a struggle to survive. I am giving my own perspective. I'm not generalizing. So I'd want listeners to take it like that. It is interesting that you are given a loan because you're credit worthy, but you don't finish paying the loan and you need another money, so you go to the same bank and you're told, okay, you come and pay the half and then we top it up a little bit for you. For most people, most professionals, this has been the way of life. So someone can be whoever is of about 20, 30 years, he will continue to be a debtor in the bank. So I say there's a struggle for survival. That is if you are a person who is depending on a paycheck. Now my icebreaker. Look, some interesting pictures over here. When we were in school, there was something that we used to do to boost our morale when we went for sports, you know, or any other game or something like that. And I was a cheerleader those days. I was a sportsman, but sometimes I also cheered. And there's one particular song that comes to mind. I would like to share that as an icebreaker for us to get started. Now, and this icebreaker is I'm not a gun, but I sing gun songs. You know, I want to share briefly with you, and then we get going. It translates loosely that we don't know anything. All that we know is Long Reach. And we are going to do with Long Reach. So now let's get started. As these people break their ices and some computers are sitting down, some newspapers are over there. We get some nice gentlemen doing their conference over there. It goes like this. Wole, wole, no go. Oh, wole, wole, no go. Wole, wole no ko, wole no ko. Walk along Ridge Baya, walk along Ridge Baya, wole no ko, wole no ko. Oh, walk along Ridge Baya, walk along Baya, walk along Baya. Walk along oh, walk along you know, you sing songs, they just boost your morale, and now you see the goals coming, and then it's all fiery. Let's share these ideas about building a business. Let's take an example of a country like Ghana being a country in development. We don't need anyone to tell us that a paycheck is not an option. I am speaking from a perspective of someone who is a lecturer, a senior lecturer in a university, and who doubles up as an audiologist. I'm not saying this for all. I lead a very modest lifestyle, but in spite of all this, you say that it's a struggle. You need to get something extra in order to go on. That is, if you want to lead quite a reasonably decent lifestyle. Now, let's talk about long reach, or let's talk about any business or any network marketing, whatever. Now, let us understand that if you're talking of business of the century, then it's network marketing. So if there's anyone who is thinking that this is not a fact, then probably the person is living in the past. It's a business of a century. This is a kind of business that allows you to live your dream, not someone else's dream. Your dream, that implies that you have to be a dreamer. This is an opportunity to sell your ideas, not the products. It's out of the ideas that the products emanate. And when the products come out and they sell them, then taxes come in, prices go up, all these things. But I mentioned the other time, I mean, if you have an idea cultivated in your mind at dawn, who comes to tax you or to tax you to pay for your ideas? So businessmen are meant to be people who sit down and think, and because it is their business, well, genuinely, of course, we have people who might not, who might evade taxes, but generally, businessmen will pay some taxes. Okay, and it is their job, they know how to go around it. But of course, that will also be enough. You might want to go on to become an estate developer or something. The downline is that you have to be an entrepreneur if you want to succeed, if you want to make it. So we advise that never be a slave to paychecks. It's slavery. It's slavery to be subservient to paychecks. So what we advise is that own your own business. It can be supplementary. Add it to what you're doing. If you want to lead a reasonable life, then you need something extra. And a lot of people do this extra thing. The question is, what kind of extra thing are you doing? If it is business, what kind of extra business are you doing? How did you make your choice? How did you come about it? This whole that we're seeing, this big factory that we are seeing, emanated from the idea of someone, of a dreamer. And out of this dream, all this huge thing has come. So we need the dreamers in order to make the world go forward. There were so many things I did not know until I got closer to Longreach. Then I got to know that Tesco, it was one of the supermarkets I used to visit when I was in UK. It's actually one that being facilitated by Longreach. If you go to Belgium, you have Carrefour, Marks and Spencer, it's in Europe. So I just said, wow, I think I am at the right place. So let me just get going. Now, there are a few things that if we want to get into business or this business with Longreach, we ought to remember. Let me share a few of them. I think this has been mentioned quite a number of times. People would have heard it. Of course, that is the currency for Longreach. We have the PV or the points value. And every product in Longreach has a point value or a PV. Then we talk about generations. And I think even yesterday, we spoke about some of these things, spillovers, what a sponsor tree is, what a placement tree is, what are the legs. If we talk of level, what do we mean by level? And so on and so forth. Of course, if you're talking about entry levels, then we are talking about the upgrade purchases that you personally make. Then we talk about ranks. If we give an example of entry levels, you have the platinum VIP, platinum, gold, silver, Q silver, and so on and so forth. The benefits are on the screen I'm sharing. And of course, we have the PVs that goes with each of these entry levels. So what next? Now here is an example of you or me. If you're talking of registration in Longreach, it's not a separate, it's not separate from the goods that you get. Once you go in and deliver your money, it means you've registered, and all you ought to do is to try to talk to at least 3 people. There are a number of instances where people have challenges with some of these things. For some people, it comes fast. Some people, it comes slow. But for those who think that it's slow or it's impossible, well, there are a few things we can share. That's why I have an upline. An upline can advise on this. Friends can advise. Quite a number of things can be done. There's this thing that I normally say, that we have, let's take Ghana. We have a country of about 30 million. So let's take probably your brothers aside, your sisters, your siblings aside. Let's take your friends. Can you not have one friend out of all your friends who you can call and say, hey, Jack, come over here. This is good stuff. Take it, and it's going to be beneficial to you, and he will not believe it. One. Will you not have one relative who you can call and tell, hi Kofi, this thing is really great. It's great soap, it's great toothpaste, it's great whatever. Take it, it's going to be good for you. Not even one. For such people, with all apologies, I beg to say that if there's no one that you can get, then probably the problem might not be coming from that person. At least every human being will have one person to trust. So when you enter, this is you try to get your 3. Then this is the time to hold the hands of the 3 of them, get them close to you, and then also show them how you had your 3. Let them also go for their 3. If they go for their 3, each of those 3 also goes for their 3, and you are good to go. So I will speak briefly about ways by which long reach pays. Again, so much has been said about this, so I'm not going to go into any details. But we have 2 main categories. These are the cash bonuses that will often spring up in your bank accounts. And for most banks, I know it occurs either on a Thursday or a Wednesday. And then we also have this lifelong incentive bonuses. So we have 2 categories, cash bonuses and then lifelong bonuses. Now, other bonuses, let's talk about the fast track. We have the retail profits. Then we have the performance bonus. Excuse me, we have development bonus, maintenance bonus, leadership bonus. These were mentioned yesterday, so it's not something that I'm going to repeat and what they come with. The other time, I think I was reading somewhere where someone was asking that if long reach is all about money, then they don't need long reach. Certainly, it is not all about money. It has got to do with quite a number of things other than money. After all, how much of money are we going to live on? Normally, people who engage in activities like this will be philanthropists. They support people to go to school, support people to get school uniforms, go to orphanages, go to places to support, because eventually, if you do not stop, you make the money. And if you make the money, what is the use of money if you don't use it? And you must use it for different purposes. And normally, people will not be egocentric. You want to share what you have. Of course, that is the value of money. You become happy with money if you are using it to support other people. That is the essence of it. Lifetime incentive bonuses. We have all expenses paid trips abroad. And now we have destinations like China. And very soon, we're hoping that COVID 20-1 gives us some more room. People will be going to Dubai. These are inevitable. The United States of America, Malaysia, Singapore, South Africa, just to give them the opportunity to rejuvenate themselves, to come back and then hook other people and get them on to do this business. Yeah. So you can qualify for any of these trips through the periodic promotions, irrespective of your rank. Of course, I've never been there. And when I sit here and I look at the PVs of some of those who are going, sometimes I get frightened. But I can understand that most of them also started this way. So they'll also be making it with time. We have the brand new car incentive, and here we are with some pictures. This is not a situation where a whole lecturer will go and borrow money from the bank and will go and buy a second-hand car and will be paying, and the payment never gets finished. And he needs money and he goes again. This is a brand new car that you can sit in, and then you can have some pleasure. We have educational scholarships, which are most important to me. I wish everyone had the opportunity to go to school. We have first degree programs at universities in China. You have opportunities to pursue master's degrees in universities in Colorado, USA. Of course, that is when you hit the Diamond 7 rank. We have executive MBAs in the US as the one director. It is interesting, really, to know that scholarships can be awarded even to children who have not been born yet. We have the House Fund Awards, where people are giving loans, in fact, interest-free loans, to put up their own houses the way they want them to be. Now, I want to share a few advantages that Longreach has on offer for all those who come to join this hugely successful, great company. And of course, there'll be some differences with other network marketing companies. That is not to say those network companies are not good. We speak of ours, we see ours as great, and that is Longreach for you. You have a maximum of 3 legs. When you register, you get your 3 legs or your 3 groups. There's no time frame, so you're under no pressure. Do it at your own time, but of course it's good to be fast because businessmen must be fast. And sometimes it's good to eat the food hot. So once you get on and you get moving, you just get moving. No, there's no compulsion. Monthly purchases, you can do them. Leadership is not difficult to achieve. On the contrary, it is easily achievable. The products are great. The products are affordable. Let me put affordable in quotes. I understand that there are some people who are so poor who cannot afford some of these things, so they will see them as affordable. But if something is good, you go for it. And of course, if there's someone in Longreach who has bought a lot of products, you can give some of these things to some of these people who find it difficult to afford. Let them use it. If they use it and it's useful, they might find loans to come forward and then purchase them. In that instance, we can say that it's affordable. And yes, it's affordable. And they are quality products. They are quality products. Talk about the bamboo soap. Talk about the long range tooth mouth pressure. These are mention them. Mention them. You know, just like Ken. My case was similar to Ken's. Ken's wife had a problem with the tooth. I had a problem with my gum. So when I spoke to him, he said, just you try this. And I tried it and it worked. Like he said yesterday, if today someone has a similar problem and I'm called to help, if I can get one toothpaste at 500 and it will heal the person's gum, I will go for it and give it to the person. That is how great the long reach products are. Weekly bonuses based on the group's activities. Of course, he who does not work will not eat. But once you're working, you're going to get it. And it is happening. Quite a number of people who came in were skeptical until it starts hitting their bank accounts. They say, wow, we better sit up. This thing is real. So they got through. We have no sales targets. We have the ability to be awarded incentives when certain criteria are met, and that is business. Before I end, there's something that I would want to share with you. And these are things that I share with passion. There are people who retire completely poor. They have sacrificed their lives to work to get paychecks. Eventually, they've worked for people. And at the end of the day, they are given a pittance by way of, is it pension or retirement? And they are left to go in peace, to go and then that. And most of them are given monies that are so small, they can easily not survive on them. They get sick, they get shocked, they die. I advise people to try as much as possible if they can. Try never to live on loans. Of course, it's difficult to live without loans. You can take loans and use them for good things. But if your whole working life is bent on loans, then you are in trouble. And of course, it is not too late to enjoy the benefits of your labor. Some of us have got about 3 years to go on retirement. If you've got 3 years to go on retirement and you've not put up a house and you don't have a car, are you going to use your retirement to put up a house? It cannot build a house. Your retirement cannot build a car. No. So even so much effort that you've put into serving people and taking people's checks, you cannot go home with anything. So for the young ones who have got the opportunity to get this, that would be my advice for you. I got to know of this great thing, 3 years to retirement. Some of you have got 25, 28 years. Please take advantage of it and make use of it. I also advise people that they should try as much as possible not to think to death. A lot of people will cry when a relative dies or someone in the family dies, not because they do not have the money, because they are they've got everything. But of course, most will have these problems thinking about the death and crying because they don't have the money to bury their relative. So it's around this place that I want to pause for questions. But before I do that, I'm going to add this to the little that I've presented. Of course, I'm not a business person, but I know businessmen are courageous people. If you entered into the business like me, then I advise you to wake up and be bold and be smart and be sharp. Of course, bear in mind that is not going to be an easy ride. Nothing good comes cheap. But like I always mention, if you fall down 10 times, wake up 10 times. To be in business, you need this to do spirit. That yes, I can do it. No matter what, I can do it. And I'll do it. And now I find myself enjoying and celebrating Long Reach business. This is something you do your own way because your money is working for you. As I sit here getting ready to go to bed, someone is up a downline somewhere, maybe in a country somewhere, going to look for their three. So this is an opportunity where you can be sleeping and your money will be working for you when you're sleeping. You wake up, you get on. You do things your own way at your own time. There's no issue of come to work and sign the register, and if you don't come, I fire you. This is your own business. Manage it the way you want. But of course, be serious. And like we heard yesterday, that was the aspect I love so much. It says talk, 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 and that was pious. That was the bit I love so much. Hitherto, I have been considered to be someone who is quiet. But quite recently, people are beginning to look into my face and tell me straight into the face that, look, Doc, it seems these days you have become a talkative. What have you seen? I said, I have seen Long Reach. And I can't shut my mouth up. So, Pius, with all apologies, I borrow your words. Talk, 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 talk. Keep talking. I will end by advising that we celebrate our earnings with others. When you get your earnings, celebrate them with others. That is where we get the joy of money. I thank you all very much for your attention.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. So just a brief of what Doc said. I think we've all heard and we've all been empowered tonight that we are in the right business. We are not lost once we are in Long Reach. We have partnered with a company that offers us great business opportunities. So now we would invite anyone who has a question, contribution, or comment. So anyone with a contribution, a question, or a comment?
Yes, Pat. I have a contribution.
Good.
Okay, please go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much, Doc. That was a very good one there. This is Kennedy Amwako. I'm here with Mrs. Amwako.
Hi.
We are
Good to see
joining
you.
from yes. So
Hi.
all right. So we'll meet tomorrow in Winneba. I just want to touch on the aspect of the scholarship and the house fund.
Okay.
Long Reach International as a global company has grown over the years and have amended some of their compensation plans when it comes to the scholarship and the house fund.
Okay.
And I would want to update us on. Yes, as Doc said before, you get a scholarship for the degree at Diamond 7. But currently, when you hit Diamond 7, the scholarship isn't available. It's available when you move to the next rank, which is Star Director 1.
Okay.
Star Director 1. So scholarship for the degree program is no longer at Diamond 7. It is at the Star Directorship level, which is the next leadership rank after Diamond 7. Number 2, the house fund is not mandatory. It is an option that every leader can access. Once you move from Star Director 1 to Star Director 2, from Star Director 1 to Star Director 2, you can access house fund. And also the second tranche of the scholarship, which is the Executive MBA. So the Executive MBA is no longer at Star Director 1, it is now at Star Director 2. And the house fund is no longer at Star Director 1, it is at Star Director. Congress can give you up to 150,000 loan without interest, without processing fee. The idea is, as a director of the company wants you to live like they are directors. It's a position that is envious. You represent the company globally as a director. So if you don't have a house of your own as a director, they would want to help you to do that. If you don't have an office of your own, they would want to help you to do that. Given that you are earning every week, you have an active team, you keep earning so that they can deduct the loan repayment weekly to be able to give to other leaders that are coming up. So that is also not mandatory. It's also subject to your performance. If you're not doing well, the company can decide to reduce the house fund they want to give you, or they can give you more. So just to let new prospects online know about this is very, very important. People take note of it. Thank you very much, Pat, our host.
Thank you, Ken, for the clarification. You have the magic wand. Stubborn about and skeptical about entering into marketing companies like this. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you got me into this, but you must have a magic wand. Thank you very much for the contribution. I'm sure it's going to be contributions and no questions, because any tough questions might put me on my seat. I'm less than 4 months into the business.
Okay.
Hello,
Thank
good
you
evening,
very
Doc.
much.
Good evening, Pius.
Yes,
Talk.
Yes, talk. It was amazing listening to you.
Thank you.
You might say you are 4 months old in the business, but from what you've presented to me today, there is no doubt I can say that you already have existed before you even arrived. So yeah, thanks for sharing that information to us. It was very inspiring, and I think most of us have enjoyed listening to you and the advices that you've given. And so I don't have a question, but just a contribution, and it follows on from what you just said. Let's build our interest in the business. The system works, and if you believe in it, it will work for you. So that's all I want to share with all of us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pius. That's very encouraging. Yes, Patience, I think you can go on moderating.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Okay, please, is there any other comment or contribution?
Yeah, I think this is Asinam.
Okay,
Doc,
Sinam.
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a very inspiring presentation. I mean, it's good to see that we are in the right business. You know, seeing all the buildings and the structures tells us that there's a future with Long Reach. And for me, anytime I see you and the way you're active on the platform, it inspires me, you know, with all your, PhD and all that you put. Still make time and still come down to our level and all that. So for me, it's good having you on the program, on the platform. And I just want to thank you for always inspiring us. We are learning from you. At least some of us have some more years. So we are hoping that we'll not retire poor, we'll retire very rich to be able to impact others. Thank you. and enjoy your evening.
Sinam, thanks so much. I take that as a compliment.
Okay, thank you. Please, any other comments or contributions? SD Sylvia, please, are you on board? Can you say something? Can you tell us something tonight? We want to hear you.
Yeah, I think Sylvia is
Hello, good
around.
evening.
Hello.
I'm here.
Sylvia, we have never met. I'm hoping that one day we'll meet and I can associate the name with the person. I've heard the name so much. I'm yet to see the person.
Doc, I'm very quiet. I don't like talking.
Oh my God. Then we have to consult Pius.
But Doc, well done.
Let's hear that from Sylvia.
I can't do
Like this,
bodyguard, right?
Dog, you don't have to take the away, so.
Sylvia. Oh, Pius, I'm not going to take them. I only borrowed them and you have them back after the program.
Hey, all of you.
We duplicated the talk from her.
Yeah.
I just want to commend Doc. Doc, that was a very good presentation. And it's an inspiration, just like Esinam has said, that there's what I'm taking away today is that there's no age limit opportunities that Longreach offers us. The opportunity that Longreach offers us, you can start at any point, and the end of the story will be exactly as you expect it to be if you put in the work. So thank you so much. And I encourage every other person on this call to take the road that Doc has taken. Doc has done this business for less than 4 months. And here we are at his feet, learning. It's all about copy and paste. Understand the business and let's all run with it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you, Ken, for being one amazing leader.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Over to you, Patience.
People have you can invest 10,000. What would be top?
Hey, Venice, we can hear you, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
SD Sylvia, thank you. Is any other contribution?
Nice hearing from. I think it's very inspiring, like everyone said.
Oh, we lost him.
Okay.
Daniel.
We lost Daniel. Oh. Wow.
Okay, all right. Whilst we are trying to get Daniel back, let me say something brief. Host, Pat, do I have your permission?
Yes, please, Mr. Malcolm, please go on.
All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is not going to be same as today. Tomorrow, please bring that picture back. We need that flyer back on the screen. Tomorrow is not going to be an ordinary day. Tomorrow is almost the last day that is the last but one day to climax our week-long back-to-back presentation. And tomorrow, our leader, SD Sylvia Lawson, the only diva in Longreach, is hosting the Lion of Africa in Longreach, Charles Tambo. Those who don't know Charles Tambo is one of the leaders in Longreach globally who have grown within the shortest possible time to a star director. He's been in network marketing for years. He's loaded. He just finished a training called Disrupt 2. I was there. We paid to attend that training. It was a 30-day training globally. Sylvia was there. Pius was there. Mr. Boatin was there. Several other leaders globally were there just to pay and tap strategies from Charles Tambo. And we're going to have Charles Tambo for free tomorrow. You cannot miss tomorrow's meeting. If you have not shared the link, please share it. If you've not shared this flyer, share it. If you are new to this business, today is your first time. Even if you have not yet joined the business, you know nothing about the business, just share this flyer because Charles and Sylvia are going to release a lot of strategies that will make any new person fly in this business. Trust me. Tomorrow you must be ready and log in 15 minutes before the time. Fly, I'm sure you open the conference from 15 minutes before time or 10 minutes.
I will open 15 minutes before time.
Please.
So that we can at least take our positions before other people join.
Exactly. Fly, would you want to give us a brief about the program for tomorrow? What we have to do, how we should prepare.
Okay, so it's going to be a normal presentation, but it is abnormal because this man is crazy. This man is crazy. For those who don't know Charles Tambo, fasten your seatbelts. As of today, he's been in Longreach for just 2 years, but his team members are 44,000. As of today, he posted the update. 44,000 team members, and he's a 2-star director, less than 24 months into the business. So it's going to be fire. Follow him on Facebook, follow him on Instagram. I follow him every step he takes. I'm like his shadow. I follow him like an evil spirit. Please follow him. Follow him and learn. Learn. The more you follow these people and listen to them, the more you get activated and you'll be excited. His excitement never comes down. His excitement never comes down. So tomorrow, he's just going to pour out his heart to us. He promised me he's going to train my team on how to explode your business. And if he says explode, please, he has done it. He has succeeded. The challenges we face, he has faced it. He has conquered it. So if you are not on this call tomorrow, Ibihukosam. So we have opened it to other Longreach partners. And I tell you, there are going to be a lot of people. And I don't want people to be texting and say, I can't enter, I can't enter, I can't enter. That is why we are opening it 15 minutes to time so that we can secure our positions. And please, you can keep your videos on, but make sure you mute yourself so you don't disturb the presentation, so that next time we invite him, he will come again. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diva. Thank you very much, Diva. And trust me, please, we should expect more of these coming up very soon. After Sambo, another big surprise is coming up. The ladies, there's a time to take over the business in Ghana. It is your business. The ladies, you do it better than we, the guys. Lead and let us follow you. Just lead and let us follow you. We are ready to follow you. Everybody, Pat, I leave.
Okay, thank you so much, SD Amako. Thank you very much. SD Sylvia, thank you also very, very much. I really like what you said. We should follow our uplines like evil spirits. And we are going to begin to do that because that is where all the power is coming from. So thank you. That was very inspiring. I have caught that for tonight. I'm going to act on that. Okay. So also tomorrow, there's going to be a radio program on Nice FM. You can watch on Longreach Reality TV. We are going to go on live and we are going to talk about the need to live an organic lifestyle, the need to live a healthy lifestyle. because without a healthy lifestyle, you cannot do your business. You cannot grow in your business. So please stay tuned. Just as we did last weekend, we'll be going on live at exactly 10 a.m. tomorrow. So please do well to join us on the show. So, anything else? Please, is there anything else?
I think we are done. If anybody have any other comments, you can drop it now. You can talk about it now. If not, after this call, contact the person who invited you, or if you're already a partner, contact your upline if you have any further comments.
Okay.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Yeah, I wanted to commend Dr. Offei and Patience.
Okay.
Dr. Offei, first and foremost, for enlightening us